So you would say hypnosis has a lot to do with psychology as well. Is that correct?
Of course, how can it not? I mean, we're still dealing, we're only, all we're doing is we're dealing with the human mind, right?
Mhm.
And there's many ways of slicing up how we look at this. Spirituality is one approach, psychology is another approach, hypnosis is another one. And so all these pies are going to have concurrent themes, right?
Mhm.
Psychology will have discovered some things that fill in gaps in spirituality, and vice versa. Spirituality will have some things which fill in the gaps that psychology hasn't touched on yet, right?
Right.
In fact, one of the hottest trends right now in psychology come directly from spiritual practices like Buddhism. Like the whole mindfulness movement was driven through a spiritual practice. So yes, they have a lot in common because hypnotherapy is just a form of applied psychology, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
A lot of people think that hypnosis is magic. You know, someone closes their eyes, you just tell them, be better, and then get up and go, wow, thank you, I'm better, right? Whilst that can work, it is very much the exception than the rule.
Mhm.
So how do you work with someone who, when you say to them, you know, be better, your life is amazing, you're gonna have a great time, wakes up and goes, I don't feel it. How do
Mhm.
you deal with that? So now you need to, you have to understand, why is he stuck? Where is he stuck? Where do we aim his attention at to dissolve the obstacles that are holding him back? So hypnosis is really more a tool, an amplifier of experience. And then you have to ask yourself, what experience are you wanting to amplify, right?
Right.
And that's really the therapeutic impact of hypnosis, is by finding the right things in the person that are worth amplifying, and then the other things that are worth diminishing, right? So if you think
Right.
about it, we've re-simplified, right? We all have good things and bad things in our lives, right?
Mhm.
um, if the bad things stack up and the good things start reducing, we have a horrible life, right? This is the path to depression, right?
Mhm.
On the other hand, if we start reversing the curve and the good things in life, the places where we're competent and helpful and skillful and successful at, if they start outweighing the bad things never go away entirely.
Right.
That's okay. You just have to outweigh them with so much good stuff that you don't care. It's just
Right.
irrelevant to you, right? Like, do you remember those? I don't know how what they're called in America, the Chinese burns, where you have like someone twists your arm a little bit to give you sort of a skin sensation of burning. You remember those sort of things?
Yeah, they call them Indian burns. Yeah.
Indian burns. There you go. So, not pleasant, not
Mhm.
damaging, but not pleasant, right?
Yeah.
The way I look at it is, why not make all your life's problems like an Indian burn, where you're having such a good time? Imagine you like roller coasters, let's say, right? And you're
Mhm.
having an amazing time on a roller coaster, while someone's just busy twisting your arm. You go, I don't care. This is so much more fun. I literally don't even notice this thing in my life because it's now so relevant. That to me is probably the simplest, easiest, most rewarding way to overcome problems. Make your life so good that those problems are irrelevant. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.